Okay, hi guys, I'm back.
I can teach you how to get paid,
I'm gonna
how to
upgrade.
get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get paid, not the whole thing, needs a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, let me know what you wanna do.
Fast.
Bobby. If not, then kick it in a lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I got the goons, stack with me. Don't come through, bag in the G. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do.
Come on.
I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
No, I'm going with maybe. I'm probably going with because I'm probably gonna estimate them. Yes, I can
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They're brought out by a guy who's become something of a journeyman. He's played for 5 teams across the last 6 seasons. The well-traveled Teddy Bridgewater.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
The numbers for Jones last week, 17 carries, 56 yards.
Well,
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, that's Richie James. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 9 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on it, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him.
There he goes left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 29 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And Joseph Charlton on now to punt. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll drop the throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
A dump down to McKinnon. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. Touchdown! Jerick McKinnon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. Bridgewater's throw complete there to Thomas.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Throwing, Bridgewater.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And his throw is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Now here's Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
It's this ball to his running back, Jerick McKinnon.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And that's the way to find pay dirt, Patrick Mahomes. Hey, you remember some of the scrambles in the playoffs last year while he was playing on a bad wheel? Oftentimes he was maneuvering just to find a way to throw the football. But last season, 4 touchdowns on the ground, a career high, continuing to develop as a runner, and often finding the end zone these days.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down. Here's Bridgewater. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Bridgewater. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down. So we reach halftime, and what's
halftime over? No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
To throw, Bridgewater. He shakes him off. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. Here's Bridgewater. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. On the delay, Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. He finds his receiver, Watson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And complete once again to Watson. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Being chased out left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Kelsey, a nice catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Bridgewater on 1st down. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Bridgewater. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Forced out to his left. And a productive gain out to the 14. After starting at the 7, it's a gain of 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Unless they, yeah.
Bridgewater now.
I don't know.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. To the air again with Bridgewater. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Kansas City, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the playoffs.
Okay, guys, I'll see you in part 8 or something. Did it just freeze? You do not know how tired I am.
There you go. I know they go think I don't wanna know. She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving, the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me. Man, that's what I got, you be tripping. I can't even do it, my girl. I'm flipping damn, and she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it, no, she cannot listen me. Mark your spot, that boy get. Don't send him the car, he finna get blessed on. I get the paper, I'm talking about Benjamin Franklin. Not talking about the one that you sketch on. He play dumb, get his on. Hit a crib, but he loving no red bone. Nah, I'm hard to reach, I'm about my cheese. Move around with 2 phones. Move around like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep me a vest on. Get down with the Backstreet Boys, cause it make you dance, but you better get your groove on. And I'm talking about, but it talking, then we get it started, pull up in the U-Haul, you get your move on. And they know they ain't seeing us. You pull all of your pen in that double cup. Wanna step at yourself, are you good enough? Wanna step at yourself, are you hood enough? If I don't kiss, no, you pull it up.